He looks kind of stressed out in the top corner there.
He's like, ooh. Can I not be in everything? Can my face not be plastered on everything that exists? Goes better. Fresh goes better. Mentos, the Fresh Maker.
Good times.
Electronic Arts, awesome.
Yeah. Chaos in the Windy City. This is amazing already.
It sounds political because there are some people that see Chicago as this.
All right, let's hold off on the social commentary until we get past the start screen.
There are some people that see Chicago as this unlivable hellscape, and I go, nah, man, it's just a big bean.
No, it's just a big place.
It's just a big bean. A big. It's a windy day in Chicago. First practice for an all-star charity game. Michael shows up and finds his team has disappeared.
It's a comic book?
It's
going to move down, isn't it? Yep.
Yeah. Suddenly through a skylight, crash. A fiery ball. I'm not in control. It does it.
A note scrawled on the fiery ball.
Literally on fire basketball. Mr. Jordan, if you want to save your pals, come to the Egyptian room in the Field Museum at midnight. Come alone, Dr. Max Cranium, because he got a big head.
Well, and Field Museum, of course, one of the many landmarks of the Windy City.
Everybody knows that.
Everybody knows.
Man, this is serious. Better check it out. That night, a guard lets Michael into the closed museum, because of course he does.
He gives him a signed hat and just goes in.
Michael Jordan, wow!
Of course, Mr. Jordan.
Right this way. Sorry, I don't mean to keep you waiting. Well, I'm here now. What? Hey, a door in the wall. Well, he enters warily. What the? Finding himself at the entrance to an underground prison.
What?
Michael sets out to find his friends, basketball in hand, as you can see.
He never goes anywhere without it.
Never. Bring your b-ball. You might need it.
Awesome.
Start in the cells.
Everything about this. Love it.
I love the little thumbnail at the top left where you're like...
I'm sorry, but I get the leap from museum.
I don't know what I expected. Oh, okay.
Bounce pass, bounce pass.
Bounce pass. He's just unlimited balls.
I like the behind the back. That's a cool one.
Okay. B-ball coins, obviously. Keys.
Spiders.
What the fuck?
Of course there's spiders.
Did I get them?
They couldn't decide whether they wanted pirate ship or prison or what.
Right. Or
dungeon.
What kind of enemies they wanted. That's a phantasm spider right there.
Right. Awesome.
Delicious. Lethal basketballs.
What game do you think this was before they inserted Michael into it?
So I played this for a while today.
Hold on. Before we get into that.
Charles Barkley, probably. I don't know. Thanks for saving me, Michael. It's the purple. I see purple and I think Charles Barkley for some reason. Because the Suns.
Because the Suns. Yeah, the Suns uniform. Yeah, absolutely.
Where are they? A little dude with a big head locked them up all over the city.
That's what the little dude inside the big dude's head said.
No, he just kept laughing and he dropped his key. Take it. What is this place? The little maniac holds prisoners here for his dastardly experience. No NBA player
in a prison
has said
under the Egyptian wing of the Field Museum.
No NBA player has ever said the word dastardly. Got any advice? Be careful. Okay, tight.
I mean, before we get going too far, though,
what happened to him?
You gotta remember to introduce the show.
Oh, sure. Welcome back to Watson James Don't Play. My name is Scottie Pippen.
Oh, I wanted to be Scottie Pippen.
Nope.
I have a great Scottie Pippen story.
Okay, who are you?
You're James. I'm Watson.
Everybody knows
this is the thing. We're doing the thing.
I'll be Dennis Rodman if you want me to.
So the 90s, right?
Crazy.
Bulls are on a hell of a run. Everybody's going crazy. I'm in elementary school.
Hell yeah.
This is the time when...
Watch this.
When kids of...
Yes!
Hell yes. When kids of multiple ages... Because it's a prison, but, they got a yard, so of course they have basketball hoops.
Look at the bad guy. It's just a zombie with a basketball for a head. He pulls his basketball head off, throws it at you, grows one back immediately.
I don't like how much it stretches before it pulls off. It looks uncomfortable.
Like, I gotta do this. I don't have any other recourse. It's my only options. It's fucking Michael Jordan. I'll throw my head at him. It's fine.
So all my friends and I, anybody who was even vaguely aware of sports, were all into the Bulls.
Of course they were.
We have our little starter jackets, looking awesome. getting lines shaved into the side of our head and stuff, right? Because everybody had cool haircuts with a little spike gel and all that stuff going on.
I have a baseball now because Michael Jordan played baseball for a little bit.
And I got Scottie Pippen's number shaved into the back of my head.
Fuck yes.
That's how dedicated I was
badass.
to pretending I liked basketball.
I had...
I'm terrible at basketball.
I didn't pretend.
I enjoy watching it, but I was terrible at it, and I was, you know what I mean? Like, I wasn't an actual athlete or anything, but I was a fan.
I don't know if I was terrible at it, but I played all the time with my friends when I was a kid.
Well, then you probably weren't terrible.
And there was a basketball court down the road. Like, there was one of the local rich kids, their parents owned a basketball court, and it was just open to the public. We had no concept of trespassing. It was a basketball court.
Yeah, and
we're going to use it, and nobody stopped us.
Yeah, if there's an unattended basketball court, it's going to get used. You can't be mad when that happens.
Right. So it was great. We played all the time. As I got older, I wanted to play on a basketball team, and I quickly learned that I do not want to play on a basketball team. I was like, oh, I don't like this part of it.
Yeah.
You know?
That's fair.
I didn't care for all that.
I definitely didn't have the height for basketball, so it was very early when I was just no longer competitive at all, and just didn't have a ton of coordination for it. I went the hockey route instead.
Nice. Even in high school, we would get to school early. The gym was open. It was a small school. We could kind of just do whatever we wanted. Get to school early, shoot some hoops, get all sweaty, go to class. It was great.
Hell yeah.
But we never played. None of the actual basketball players ever played basketball before school, though. No. They played enough of it after school and all the time whenever there was an actual game. So there were the basketball kids, which actually played basketball, and then there was my group of friends that we just played basketball for fun and just didn't really fit in with the whole team sports thing.
I definitely didn't fit in with the team sports thing. I remember in middle school having being really excited. I had this pair of Nikes that was they were white and blue, and they just looked really sweet, pair of high tops.
Fuck yes.
And I remember sitting in my 7th grade reading class or whatever, and this girl looks over at me, and she was one of the, I don't know what they call them at that age, junior cheerleaders or whatever. You know?
Yeah.
Dating one of the actual basketball players from school, that kind of thing. And she looked over at me and she goes, "Why are you wearing basketball shoes? This isn't gym."
Oh, I'm sorry.
Real dismissive and derisive of me.
Why don't get away from me? You make me sick.
Yeah. Which I think was the equivalent of a jock calling you a poser, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Love these moves.
Terrible interaction.
This game's pretty good. Unironically, this is not a bad game. I'm having a good time.
I'm not seeing a lot of broken stuff in the game that makes it unplayable. This seems very playable. You know what I mean? The platforming and stuff seems to all work great. The enemies are fun. There's no real theme to it.
Well, so there is a theme to it, and then they slapped Michael Jordan on it.
Well, but even amongst that theme, what is the theme here? There's eyeballs, there's corpses, there's, you know what I mean?
Feels like this was supposed to be some kind of spooky...
There's water underneath it somehow.
Right.
It looks like a broken ship more than it does a prison.
It feels like this was supposed to be some kind of...
And they were shove basketballs in it.
Right, some kind of spooky horror platformer, and they're we really could use a Michael Jordan game.
What's that? We didn't get the license for Castlevania? Oh, okay. All right. Well, do you like the Bulls?
Love them.
Great. Brought to you by Wheaties and Gatorade.
I had a cool poster. It was Michael Jordan slam dunking.
Hell yeah.
I want to say Scottie Pippen was right behind him about to crash into Michael Jordan, and then Rodman's at the bottom doing a layup. And I'm yeah, those were the three players, you know?
Yeah, Rodman's at the bottom.
So everybody knew those three players from the Chicago Bulls.
Right.
And then you would try to guess the names of the other players, and you could never remember. They weren't real. They didn't matter. They weren't Michael Jordan. They weren't in Space Jam.
They weren't in Space Jam. That's what's important to remember.
Who were the guys in Space Jam? So there were Michael Jordan.
Oh, don't make me try to remember all this.
I'm gonna try to remember.
Was one of them Muggsy Bogues?
Muggsy Bogues. Patrick Ewing was one of them. I want to say Larry Bird may have had a cameo in it.
I think.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Was Grant Hill there?
Maybe. We're just naming off.
I just remember 90s basketball players very vaguely. Really put me on the spot there. Bill Murray.
Bill Murray played basketball.
He played for the Suns at the time.
Put me in, Michael. I can do this. That was his big thing.
Ice Cube played for the Supersonics, I think.
Yep, I think you got it. Nailed it. Perfect.
Flawless. Don't fact check this. This is fun, though. This is a great game. And I appreciate that they just went ahead with all of it. You know what I mean? You could just mash all this stuff together in the 90s. Who cares?
You're the one that recommended. You recommended this game, and I'm curious as to what made you recommend this game because I'd never heard of it. It slipped through. I knew about Shaq Fu.
Shaq Fu.
How could you not know about fucking Shaq Fu?
It very much exists in like meme culture.
Right.
I think that honestly, because the regular like NBA 2K whatever games are so popular all the time. You know what I mean? They keep coming out with one of those every year. That when you think of basketball games, you think of that. You think of what's the one like NBA Street Ball that they had back in the PlayStation days that was real popular. So if you try to describe someone, no, it was a game with Michael Jordan, and it was, you know.
I promise, I'm not making this shit up.
I'm not making this up. I think this one just slipped through the cracks as being kind of long. I don't know that it was widely popular at the time. Awesome.
Oh shit! Like oopsies, didn't mean to.
He looks kind of stressed out in the top corner there.
He's like, can I not be in everything? Can my face not be plastered on everything that exists? Because that's the thing is that if a product existed when Michael Jordan was the fucking shit, he was in it.
NBA Jam was the tits. Mm-hmm. So yeah, there's been a lot of good basketball games, but this isn't even a basketball game. This is a Michael Jordan game.
The only reason it's a basketball game is because when he runs...
Because that's his weapon of choice.
He dribbles. He dribbles the ball everywhere he goes.
Contractually, he's obligated to dribble. At all times. So yeah, that was the thing is I was like, all those games have a following. People all know about those games. People may not know about this. Let's play this.
I didn't know about that.
Let's give this our attention because we can still talk basketball.
And this is taking place in Chicago, so it is chaos in the Windy City officially.
So this... Well, and it feels more like up our alley of it's basketball adjacent. We're not jocks. We're not sports nerds.
No, I wanted to be a jock. They wouldn't let me.
They wouldn't let you.
They said, "No, you're not a jock. You fucking freak. Get out of here." And I go, "Okay." No, I did. That was the end of that.
The important thing is you didn't become bitter about it. Yeah.
No, I'm a little bitter.
Are you?
No, that's not true. I'm a little bitter.
Oh, I'm actually quite bitter. No, I still remember that girl in 7th grade saying, ew, basketball shoes. I mean, clearly these things do have an impact.
Fuck yes.
But that was great.
No, you don't forget being bullied.
Sure. Even just small interactions, you know? It doesn't have to be somebody shoving your head in the toilet.
Right. Just little things like you're not supposed to. Why are you wearing that? You don't even play basketball. Great. Now I'll never wear it again. I also will never forget this exchange. So thanks for that.
I remember when she got cut from the soccer team a couple of years later, though.
Good.
That made me happy.
The coach was like, no, quit using your hands, you fucking idiot. It's all feet. No hands.
That guy gets to.
That guy.
Goalie.
It's the fucking goalie. How do I kill this guy? Some of these
just
enemies
get on the ladder. I don't know why you're not just getting on the ladder.
I wanted to, because I wanted to do 100%. Remember when we were playing Wolfenstein?
And look where you are now.
And
look how worried Michael is.
I'm still on level 2. I only got 4 lives left, man.
Only 4 more Michaels. He is not looking optimistic. No. But the fact that you have a little basketball floating up there implies that there's going to be, like, other weapons.
Notice, right. Well, no, because sometimes I'll get, like, a purple ball. I'll get an on-fire basketball.
Yeah, the on-fire ones are sick.
I got a baseball, which kind of just meant it twirl around.
Remember when you did baseball?
It's no spread gun from Contra. There it is, on fire. Look.
Hey, do you believe those rumors that...
You're gonna say, do you believe that today he is risen? I sure don't.
MJ? Yeah.
Yeah. He died for your sins. Risen on the 3rd day.
Yeah, they're called Air Jordans because of all the airtime.
I like how he's not wearing any... there's no... It's Michael Jordan, right? Obviously.
Right. They couldn't even get to the rights to the word Chicago in Chicago Bulls.
Right.
They have to say Windy City.
He's wearing orange shorts. Because, again, he was just working out, right? He wasn't playing basketball.
Is it because convicts usually wear, like, orange jumpsuits?
I don't think so. Jesus.
Prison. No, I mean, he's supposed to be in a prison right now.
Oh, do you think that
That's the setup. Is he's in a prison.
I think this is just what he wears.
And he's getting his friends from prison. It's iffy. The whole thing's iffy.
Do you think Michael Jordan started working out a lot and found God?
I was going to ask you, do you believe the rumor that the reason Michael Jordan quit basketball for a little while was because of his gambling?
Oh, I didn't know that was a thing. Walk me through Michael Jordan's gambling addiction. I'd love to hear about that.
So Michael Jordan, you don't know anything about this?
No, huh? News to me.
All right. So
Michael Jordan is perfect. He's never done anything wrong in his entire life.
If there's two things you need to know about Michael Jordan, it's this. One, he loves root beer. I don't know why that's a fact I know about him. It's just a fact I know about him. He loves root beer. Used to tweet about it all the time. Every time he'd find a new root beer flavor. Not flavor, but brand, you know?
Are you fucking with me?
I'm not even fucking with you.
Are you dicking me right now?
I'll send you pictures so you can put them up now to substantiate what I'm saying.
Okay.
Anyway.
Are you shitting all over my dick right now?
I am not. Okay. I'm not yanking you.
Are you fucking yanking me off right now? All right, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Are you jorking it?
Are you jorking it right now in front of me? In front of Jesus? He just got here. He's been dead for 3 days.
Anyway. The other thing you need to know about Michael Jordan is that he is a relentless, degenerate gambler.
Damn, I didn't know that. That's fucking me up.
Oh, a lot of these sports guys are. You know what I mean? Like, it's just part of knowing a lot about the statistics with your sport. You know what I mean?
Sure,
like,
yeah.
I'd feel a lot more confident in my betting abilities if I knew these guys personally, too.
That's fair.
You know what I mean?
It's the equivalent of insider trading to a certain extent.
But that's the thing, is it becomes illegal, right? Because you can't do that. Michael Jordan can go to Vegas and play blackjack, but Michael Jordan can't go to Vegas and put all his money on the Bulls. Right?
Right.
You know what I mean? There's laws in place. And even if there wasn't laws in place, there's contractual things that prevent that kind of stuff. Anyway, so the rumor is that a lot of these guys who were gamblers and in different leagues and stuff were still gambling, like off the books and kind of behind the scenes. And it calls into question some of the statistics and, you know, stuff like that their respective leagues then have to kind of crack down on and say, like, oh, well, if we catch these guys gambling, like, we would have to suspend them, right? We would have to get them out of the league. But
the millions
of dollars, all these high-level guys, we can't just get rid of all of them. They're the main draw.
Sure.
So the rumor is that it was going to be a big scandal, and they wanted Jordan to go down for it, so he voluntarily retired, right?
Okay.
Went and played baseball, and then just, I guess I'll come back. All that was orchestrated to be of his own choice and free will, whereas in reality, he was basically being pressured to do that. It was do that or be publicly punished.
I had no idea.
That's the rumor.
The rumor
as to why the greatest player ever would
just fucking retire,
just quit, you know, at the height of his powers.
I'm a little stuck. I don't know where to go. We'll backtrack a little bit, see if maybe I can figure out where we're supposed to go.
Also, do you think it was just generally demoralizing to be a professional baseball player when he just picked up baseball?
Yeah, of course. And he wasn't very good at it.
He was okay at it. It was okay enough to be in the major leagues.
Sure. What I mean, though, is that he was in the major leagues because he was Michael Jordan. Nobody's going to tell Michael Jordan, no, you can't play baseball. Go back to the
minors.
Right, go back to the minors. People are going to fucking treat you different, you know?
That got him in the door, but he was still, do you think he was competitive? You don't think he was competitive at all?
I don't think so, no.
Okay, I don't know.
I mean, that's the joke in Space Jam, is that he kind of sucks at baseball, right?
I guess.
It is, yeah.
I think you've seen Space Jam more than I have.
I've seen Space Jam several times. I had a friend of mine, he had Space Jam on PlayStation 1, which really we should be playing that. You know, like, we're going to play a fucking Michael Jordan adjacent game. That'll be the one I want to play. Is Space Jam on PS1.
No, people remember Space Jam. This is what we got to shine.
This is what we got. This is where we want the spotlight.
Yeah. Like when a new Elder Scrolls game comes out and we played old Dark Souls.
Right. And call it Erdtree.
And dare people to call out that it's not a DLC.
Look at that hook up there. Is that rusty or is that covered in blood?
I'm going to say rust.
Rust? Yeah, that's probably true.
given the general patina of the doors.
Is there a push mechanic at some point?
Apparently.
Interesting.
He just wanted to show off his delts.
Just will not drop that b-ball. Just won't do it. Now, I've seen Space Jam enough times
you could push better if you use both hands. Nah, bro, I can't drop the ball.
I've seen Space Jam enough times to recollect the scene where Bill Murray was like, "This is my big fucking moment," and then wonder why Bill Murray's there in the first place.
Bill Murray's there, I believe.
He was just supposed to be one of the celebrity friends that Michael Jordan plays golf with, I think.
Yeah.
So it made sense for him to be there to a certain extent because Michael Jordan's going to hang out with other famous people, right?
Well, they both played celebrity golf tournaments.
Okay, so that's part of it too.
Yeah.
And the scene where he gets sucked into Toontown, or whatever they call it.
How do I have more sports knowledge about Michael Jordan than you?
Well, all I wanted to do was be him when I grew up. I didn't know anything about his personal life. I definitely didn't know anything about his gambling addiction. That's fucking me up.
I'm gonna send you pictures of that and the root beer.
Right. His love of root beer. Grab the hook, damn it. There we go. Nice.
I love how little, like we said, you can't tell if he's wearing any kind of logo or anything, but you also can't see his face at all. So it just looks like you're playing as an and one character.
You can see his where his eyes are supposed to be.
Yeah.
Kind of like the and one character. Oh man, and one was awesome. Look up some
get you some and one.
Get me some look up on your computer disk there. Look up some and one quotes.
I'm pulling it up now, Captain.
Some of the different t-shirt designs, cuz some of them were like, "You want to come over tonight? I'm making gravy with your mom." And I'm like, what does that even fucking mean? Let alone have to do with basketball right now. It's just a mean thing to say to me. I am completely stumped on where to go in this game. This is the end of the level. There's something down here I'm supposed to go to. Who fucking knows how to get there?
Who knows?
Who fucking knows? Because if I jump down here, I just die.
Here we go. I got take a shower because I just did you dirty. The classic and ever popular, I'm sorry, I thought you could play.
Awesome.
Go to church, pray you don't guard me. And he's like pointing to a pulpit in a church.
Got it.
Still,
solid Easter reference.
Like Jordan, not letting go of that ball either. He's got the ball tucked up.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't want the other guy that he's making fun of to have the rock, so to speak.
Here he's sort of taunting you with the 0 sign, saying you have no game.
Okay.
I'm a bus driver. I take everyone to school, and he's holding, just a steering wheel and a basketball, which is pretty fun.
What do you think Michael Jordan's thinking when he sees these giant floating eyes up there? You think he's just like, I'll throw my unlimited basketballs at them, I guess.
I'm like an earthquake. I shake everyone, and everybody's like wobbling around him.
I thought you were going to say, I'm like an earthquake. I shit on everyone. I'm like...
Oh, and here we go. Here's probably my favorite one. I don't need a mic, and he's leaning a microphone towards you.
Okay.
My game speaks for itself.
Sure, obviously.
It's fucking sick.
Oh, a new ball. A new kind of ball. A silver shiny ball.
By the way, these vintage and one shirts are over $50 a piece.
Jesus. That's insanity.
For how ubiquitous they were when we were kids.
Yeah, but I mean, people want them just for the same reason that I just brought them up.
Look, I'd buy one right now if it was at the thrift shop for like $3.
Yeah, I'm not going to pay $50 for one, though.
I like how they don't even make Michael slide that much on the ice.
Right. Like, no,
he's respectable. He's not slipping and sliding.
Michael Jordan's sure-footed. He's not going to fucking slip everywhere.
Right. So, how would you rate this game as we're winding it down here?
So
give me your overall thoughts on this game.
I don't think it's terrible.
I don't think it's terrible either. I think we have agreed that the mechanics are all good. The design's pretty good as far as how the levels go and stuff.
I wouldn't have rented it. Shit.
I wouldn't have
rented it at the store,
Sure. I don't know. Let's put up the box art one more time. Judging by just the box art, what do you think? Maybe?
Oh, if I saw it, no, I wouldn't.
Like on the shelf at the video store.
I wouldn't rent it because it's a basketball game. That's all. I wasn't really interested in basketball games when I was a kid. I liked playing basketball, but I didn't want to play it like on a console.
Yeah, but it's just him holding a flaming basketball and an icy basketball.
I would probably think it looks like just some stupid cash grab, so I just wouldn't play it.
Oh, it's absolutely that.
But no, it's not a bad game as far as games go.
Yeah, it's fun.
No, if I saw that, I'd be like, Michael, what are you doing? What are you doing, my guy? This is fucking stupid.
I love how photoshopped on his head is.
That's not Michael's body? I'm doing the same thing we did whenever we played the Star Trek game, where I kept calling William Shatner Bill.
Yeah.
I keep calling Michael Jordan Michael, like we're on a first name basis. I feel like I feel like he's relatable.
I feel like he wouldn't like that.
You don't think he'd like being called Michael?
Not by you.
All right, that's fair. Who is this child? Be gone.
Kid, you better put some respect on my name.
Every time I think about what he sounds like, I know he doesn't sound like this, but I think he sounds like Bubblegum Tate from Futurama.
Sweet Clyde, laugh derisively at him.
That's what I think when I think how Michael Jordan would talk down to me like Bubblegum Tate.
Yeah, I'm picturing you running up to him trying to fist bump him like, Mikey J, what's up?
And like, who is this little white boy? Be gone from me. Yeah. And I go, all right, that's cool. I deserve that.
Then he would hold a press conference to crack wise about your mama.
Are you funky enough to be a globetrotter? Are you?
Yes.
Are you?
I mean, with time, my funk level could...
Are you?
No.
Deal with it.
Oh, amazing. Unhinged.
Yeah, next week, what are we playing?
Oh, Evil Dead. Hail to the king, baby.
Oh, my God, I can't wait.
Because, when I think Michael Jordan in some dungeon, I think, where's Bruce Campbell to save the day?
You need to get Bruce. It's a dungeon, you need Bruce, right?
Shit, game over.
Game over.
All right.
We'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.